Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And as mentioned before, we talked a little bit more about those changes and what you can do about it. If you're not happy, how you can, band together and make changes and what have you. I'm not saying it will work, but strength in numbers, right? So we talked Galarian Slowpoke, we talked Team Go Rocket, and at the end of that last video, I hinted at some changes they've done in the raids and some stuff that I still think they could do to make that experience better. And then we'll talk the community day that's coming up. A lot of little news that has gone by very quickly in a short period of time, and I wanted to, showcase some of that as quickly as I could. Okay, so here they go, raid battle. They've got an update picture here. Okay, so let's check it out. Raid battles will see the following updates. Now this has already happened. It seemed like they were just gonna tease and take their time, but no, the latest update has already had the framework in there. Maybe some of these leak sites I might have missed, like LeakDuck saying that, hey, it's already in the code or whatever, but hey, it was a pleasant surprise to see. It's always pleasant when there's something that you are just surprised to see without knowing about it in advance, right? Here it is. Trainer achievements. Designed to celebrate trainers of all levels for taking part in a raid. For example, at the conclusion of a raid, trainers who dealt the most damage or used a Mega Evolved Pokemon will be showcased for being valuable participants in the battle. Awesome. Art and user experience updates. Raids will look better than ever. Various quality of life updates will be implemented. Okay, some feats that can be earned, or that can earn you a trainer achievement after raid. Again, delivering the final attack, dealing the most damage, keeping a single Pokemon in the battle for the longest time of all participants. I like that one. Using the tallest Pokemon among all the participants in the battle. So see, stuff like that is going to make people just go for these achievements and not the most effective Pokemon, but hey, the bigger the group, the better, I guess. Joining the raid from the furthest distance. So if you get an invite from Australia and we're here in the US doing that, more power to you. Using a Mega Evolved Pokemon during the battle. They've already said that one. Changing your avatar's clothing or pose. Okay. And then using the most charged attacks of all participants. And there you see it. You get these medals. So you can get, a platinum of up to 500 of these medals. You get the platinum medal. So we'll see how that goes. That incentivizes you to do 500 more raids, I guess? I don't know. It's not like they can retroactively award you medals for all the raids, the 1,000 plus that you've done prior, right? There was nothing like that then. So anywho, while that just sounds like meh, when you actually see it, it looks pretty darn cool. And let's just jump right to that. Here's an image here with some people that I play with, and you see here, Tavern Dog got final strike. He delivered the final attack. Jube, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Shout out to Justin, day one subscriber. His daughter did the artwork that's on this channel. Love you guys. And then my homie Paper Mill went to college with this guy. Shout out to you, John. Performed 17 charged attacks. So, the timing could be off because there's been raids that I was in where I felt like I did the final attack. Nope, somebody else did, and it's just a delay between where you see the confetti fall and the Pokemon's head fall back when they get knocked out to, what's actually happening, right? So, I say that to say this. They announced quickly that this stuff was live, and the artwork looks cool. The stadiums themselves, let's actually showcase that, okay? Here's a Regigigas. I got kicked out of the raid. We're going to showcase this one. And as soon as you click on it, it's got this nice cut screen. I don't know if this video showed it, but with these images, I will have showcased it. There's all these people in the crowd. And if the gym is Instinct, for example, like it is here, you got a whole bunch of Instinct people in the crowd. They got the yellow flags and everything. That looks pretty cool. They had some font changes before this stuff went live that I was like, People were talking about the flashing. That was probably all part of this. The flashes that were like, oh, that's off-putting. It's probably, you know, they were ready to say stuff at their own time and just pull the trigger and unlock everything. There you go. So y'all gotta excuse me, my arm is kind of killing me. Not because I got beat in one of these raids. Finally went through and got one of these vaccine shots. So let's just keep looking at this. You can see here we had 7 people in here, and Regigigas doesn't really stand a chance. I mean, Focus Blast might have been boosted here, but it keeps pulling my Lugia in here. So fighting types should have done their thing, and you know, you don't know who's doing what. You're only really mindful of yourself until they decide to divvy out the awards. What I would like to know though is, and there's no way to really know just off of observation, but I would be more into it. Not that I'm not into it now, but more like, you know, I'd be trying a lot harder to get the last attack or something. If they made it to where the person who got the last attack or did the most damage, though, that's who gets the shiny. It should be something like that. I mean, why are you powering these things up if for nothing else other than to not just win, but if you were also able to get the shiny? I mean, I know it's luck of the draw, but maybe give 2 shinies out now. Maybe a guaranteed shiny to the person who's did the most work, and then a random shiny to whoever else. That would be cool, right? Right? I think y'all agree with that. So that's just my 2 cents on it right now. But I really dig the UI changes. I think there was like the little words "go." They made it look almost like a fighting game. So it looks pretty neat. They still are missing a couple of communication features. So while all this looks good, the polish and everything, they need a way to communicate with people in the game. You know, yes, the little icons show green when they're online, but we need something that says, you know, lobby. I think you should be able to select 6 people. And if you're using a messenger or whatever, or Discord, still have those people selected and then send out a button that says lobby so they can look at their screen at that time. So here you go, Franco Stanko got the final strike. Don't know that guy, he may have got the shiny. And then you had everybody else. So yeah, that was pretty neat there. I was happy with that. We actually had a deer come by the museum. How crazy is that? I don't know if I'm showing that picture or not, but yes, a deer was nearby the museum. I was with a friend saying, hey, I'm not worried about accidents out here where I live now because there's no deer in this area. And sure enough, I guess he summoned one over there. Getting back to random stuff here, they announced the Bidoof event. So it's called Bidoof Breakout, and here's a graphic here showcasing what it is. So Shiny Bidoof, which is what everybody's looking for, is out now, and it's got the move Hyper Beam. And I think it's not just a shiny, it should just be a Bidoof that you evolve anyway that would know the Hyper Beam move, okay? So it's got different time frames from Friday, June 25th, which was yesterday for me, 10 a.m. to Thursday, July 1st. So a lot of stuff tied up to July 1st. Like Regigigas goes away July 1st, and this goes away July 1st. The cool thing here is I complained about Team Rocket, right, not having anything interesting in there. Well, you get the Shadow Bidoof if you care about that. Some of y'all may have seen on YouTube the Pokemon Rusty, the little, you know, spoof thing. That was supposed to be a little comedy thing where he's got a overpowered Super Saiyan-like shiny Bidoof that does maximum damage. Well, hey, the joke you can now be in on if you get one of these shiny Bidoofs that you max out or what have you. So yeah, shiny Bidoof is here. What they've got here, and we'll read it real fast because it's not all that interesting to me, but you know, maybe it is to you. It's going to be appearing in the raids, in the wild, and on field research encounters. So I haven't seen too many of them in the raids, or not in the raids, in the wild. I haven't seen any of the raids either, so it's probably different time frames. I think they're mixing it up to where each of the subsequent days have different bonuses and features. It's not just a bland blanket, here it is, right? Some of them are going to have different moves. Shadow Ball on the 25th up until the 27th. Then on the 27th, it's going to know Thunderbolt. And then finally, from the 29th until the end of it, it'll know Ice Beam. So I kind of like that Shadow Ball one, and I kind of like the Thunder Ball one. Don't really care about the Ice Beam, but being a normal type Pokemon, having a different type of move there is somewhat interesting. Maybe you can TM those and hopefully not need a charge or one of those elite TMs or what have you. Hopefully you can just use, you know, one of your TMs and get either of these attacks here. I don't know. The fact that they're divvying it out on different time frames makes me feel like probably not right now. It might be one of those you do have to buy the special joint or wait till the end of the year to get what you want attack-wise, okay? So again, Team Go Rocket has Shadow one here. You could actually take snapshots. I have not been doing that during the event for a surprise, so maybe I'll do that after this video. Complete free event exclusive. You know, special research story. Okay, they're not really saying anything there. You'll get these stickers. You'll get a Bidoof hat if you complete the research. The research hasn't hit yet, to my knowledge. I'll have to look again after this video and see, because maybe a Bidoof hat would be kind of cool. I mean, it should be free, right? I'm not paying for a Bidoof hat. But the most important thing, again, for me, outside of getting the shiny, is this XP here. So if you're still needing XP, which a lot of us do, times 2 XP, that started yesterday. Tomorrow, 3 times catch XP. This is all catch XP, by the way. And then the 29th until the end of it, 4 times. So get your lucky eggs going. This is the time here. I will get to the next level. I was holding off on making a video because it felt like I've been on level 45 forever. And some of my contemporaries are already maxed. They're already on 50, you know. But hey, told you here, my mental health is going before Pokemon. My friendship and interaction with you guys is still more important than the game itself. And I'm not playing that game where I go the extra mile and then I'm burnt out, I'm bored, I'm not interested in the game. I'd rather just take my time, and when there's something I want to talk about and share with you guys, here we are, just like right now. So no rush. We'll just use these events to get the XP that I need and keep playing as long as it's fun for me, okay? And I implore you to do the same. Did they give you $1 million? Did you get $1,000? What do you gain from putting your all into this, and you still just have all this on your phone? I ain't hating. I'm just saying. Played that game before to rush to 40, and Niantic hasn't stepped up the accolades that much, right? So anyway. Belly aching aside, that's this event here. It's somewhat interesting. It could have been like a more interesting Pokemon, but I feel like maybe they had to do all this to Bidoof you into partaking in it, right? It's much more rewarding than a spotlight hour, right? And you get the shiny, you get some clothes, there's research. The XP that keeps moving up, it's worth it for me just to do that. So that's my time for now. Let me know what you guys think. Are you already with a shiny Bidoof? Have you got one yet? Maybe in your part of the world or wherever you are. You've got multiple ones of them and you've seen the research, let me know. I will do a follow-up on that, and we'll talk about this community day here. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here. There is a T-Pig community day. I did say that I was going to mention that. And what I wanted to do is look and see if I had a graphic for it. I don't see one just yet, but I'll find one if I don't have it. But it's supposed to have some blast burn or something like that, if I remember correctly. That's the image I remember seeing, was blast burn for this thing. So that's actually coming up soon. I think it's July 3rd. So while everything ends on the 1st for Regigigas and the Bidoof thing, you know, 48 hours later, here we are chasing shiny T-Pig. And T-Pig is one of these Pokemon that you would have thought would have had a, you know, shiny out already. It's clearly a starter Pokemon, so you knew it was coming. I just thought there might be some other ones that were more, you know, important to me in front of it, but hey, here we are. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, Swablu, why was that even a thing? Anywho, that's coming up soon. That's what you have to look forward to. And then also, eventually we will get to Go Fest. So exciting stuff coming up soon. I think next video, I've got a graphic here showing Go Fest and what that entails, but we'll save that. I gotta save something to talk about, right? If I talk about everything, then you're just watching me play. And well, I'd love for you to watch me play, but that's just not what's happening right here, right now, yet. But soon. Maybe next video, if I have a Bidoof, I'll show that off. And also show a shiny Regigigas. Pray for me. Or not, or don't. But either way, love you guys. Thank you. Remember, like, comment, and share. Subscribe. I hope to see you again. And if I don't, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Captain Sensation.